What's good, family? It's your boy, Coach John in the building. It is that time of morning again. Coffee time with the coach. What's good, my people? What's good? I am here. I'm ready. Let me get this together. Got a few things, trying to get some things together. Um, but we up. We're ready. We're motivated. I was listening to some really good music today. Really good music. Some throwback stuff, and yeah, I think today is one of those days that it's just a feel good kind of day, and I'm here for it. I'm ready for it, and just looking forward to what this day is going to bring. I hope y'all doing good today. I need to send this to a few people. I hope y'all feeling good today. I really am. I'm just excited about so much, and there's always some work to be done. I've got to remember that. There's always some work to be done. And the moment you forget that there's work to be done, you have already missed out. Already missed out. And so I'm just here to get this work done, to get this work in. I'll talk about a few things before I bring my folks up in here. Uh, Man, if you've not been to Right to Heal class, you are missing out on the gem. I'm telling you. There's so much that I learned from it and prepare for the next class. And a lot of people who have yet to have spend those moments within that class, you are missing out. I'm promising you, you're missing out. And I'm just here to serve the folks. That's all I can say. I'm here to serve the folks, and I'm hoping that y'all get it. I'm hoping that y'all get it. One day we will all see the magic happen as we prepare for the magic to happen. You know what I'm saying? And I have so many announcements that I wish I could share. So many different things that's happened. So many different ideas that come into my mind that I didn't know would be a thing, right? But they are, and we're here to accept it, man. I will tell you this one thing that I did learn is that uh, you got to learn to ride the wave. That's it. Learn to ride the wave because the more you ride this wave, and the easier it comes when challenges comes, the easier it is to deal with them. And I think we fight against the challenges too much. You know what I mean? We fight against them almost desperately. TT, what's good? We fight against those daily challenges too much. Diva on Wheels, good morning to you. It is coffee time with Coach Ja. You know what it is. I got my cup. Get your cup. If you hadn't purchased a cup, you need to holler at your boy. I got my boxes over there. I'm sending out cups today. Some of y'all had paid for them. Send them out today. I had 2 books to send out today that I hadn't sent out yet. I'm going to place orders today. So if you want to purchase one, holler at me so I can get it to you. I'm coming home in a little bit, man. So I just let it cool off a little bit so I can get up there. And then I'm coming home and see the fam. Blood Brother Mike, what it is, money? Mike, today hit me up so we can make those pictures transfer so you ain't got to spend all that money to get them down. So we gonna make that happen today. You feel me? Um, so I'm waiting on my crew. Naked Ministries is in the building. They coming through, and we're gonna talk. Y'all see, I had them on. Been having them on lately. There's a lot of different things that we're working on, different things we're planning, and so I hope y'all just get ready for that. We're gonna light it up. Lady V in the building. What's up? What's up? What's up? Just get ready. There's so much. There's so much happening. I want to show you what I got in the mail yesterday. I got gifted his book in the mail. Showed his book, Still Black. I got his, and so I'm setting up all of your daybreak. What's good? You need me to DMUV, or you talking about you want to come on the show? Maybe that's what she wants. Maybe she want to come on the show. I got you. I'm sending you the link now. What's happening is there's I'm going to the plan is to promote artists who have their books and give them like a book signing, right? Wait, Mike, I got Still Black already, bro. I already got it. I already have my copy. I already have my copy, so it is what it is. And I was reading it to my daughter last night, my baby girl. I was reading it to her last night, and I need a job book for. Wait a minute, Mike. You don't have none of my books, bro? Come on, Mike. You can't tell me that. Brandy, what's good? Brandy, I'm waiting on you. You said you need to holler at me. Holler at me. Mike, I can't believe, and you was just here. I gave you the mugs. I could have gave you the book, bro. All right, we're going to talk, Mike. We're going to talk because I need to get you straight. It's not, I can't believe you've been here more than once. I've seen you 18 times and you don't have none of my books. But I got you. I got you. I know you got it. It was then when you got the call. Okay. Lovely, what's good, Lovely? Brandy, I see you. So all the authors and poets who have their books already, my goal is to get you on the show and do a book signing with you. Grand Rising, see you, love. The Book of Colors. Listen, just so you know, Lovey, I got two of your books sitting right here on deck. You already know what it is, right? So yeah, actually, this is the one that the first one that I was reading and was already. I wrote a few poems to this one already, and was probably going to be part of the next book I'm working on. So just so you know. Ja, I will send you my schedule, and I also want a book too. Okay, Brandy, send it to me, and we'll work it out. I got you. Whatever you need, I got you. I got you. Now I do know Kendra says she got a topic for us to talk about today, so we all gonna get into that at some point.
Amen.
I can't wait for it. Right, I can't wait for it. Good morning, everybody coming in. Thank y'all for tuning in, and no, lovely salute you because here's my thing. Every poet that I know, I want their book in my collection. And that's because when I'm no longer here, that book will still be here. Somebody in my family or friend, somebody who's close to me will eventually get to read the books that I have and know the people that meant so much to me. And so those that mean so much, I want to make sure I have all of your stuff here with me. So it's important to me to have that. So thank you for making sure I got it in my collection. Yeah. Hey man, what up, man?
Not much, man. What it do? Good morning, Queen. I got to get myself prepared for what the topic gonna be, just in case I gotta fly away for a minute. If the topic get a little bit too, if it gets a little bit too Kendra
Why
like,
would you have to fly away?
Once
I
Kendra
mean,
just got a topic, I was like, I don't even want to
I said
know
I have
until
a
I know.
question. I have a question. I wanted to
Okay,
ask.
okay.
we're gonna get to it.
Yes.
We're gonna get to it.
What
Now I want to
all
ask
you
people
other
though.
heathens do?
So I do want to ask people about the conversation we was all having yesterday about cursing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not weird if somebody hasn't grown up around that, then it's not weird for them to not be able to just
So,
come out with it. Like I can. If I'm writing, like it sometimes I, for emphasis or whatever, I can add it in there. But me speaking, I have to like muster up a cuss word. It doesn't just flow out. And then when I do it, everybody always tells me like, you don't even sound right cussing. So
You know what? I'm a step back and let another woman handle you on this right here. Lady V, Kendra don't cuss.
I didn't say I didn't cuss. I
Kendra,
do curse. I just don't. I
It's
don't
not in
cuss
it's not in
like
her everyday language, and
yeah.
she's Southern. That's understandable. Southern
I'm
people
from,
have an ability to curse you out without using any curse word.
That part.
I'm from the South. I'm
No,
from
no, you're not. You're from Texas.
the
I got to
South.
reestablish that yesterday, the day before. You are from Texas. You are not from the South.
The
We made
South.
that we made that clear yesterday.
Now, how far the South you go? What's further south than Texas? Mexico.
Texas is its own it's like its own area. It's not
Right.
yeah.
Texas is completely different. Y'all don't even speak regular English.
Like a motherfucker.
She said Texas don't speak English.
Yeah.
Like a motherfucker.
And I think that's
Funny.
true. Like
Okay,
I
so
know
I
how to
can
express. I
tell
can
you.
say something and
Listen,
tell you off without cussing.
in my good Southern language, I can say you are ugly as fuck by saying, you know what, you surely is kinder on the eyes.
Yeah. I mean, here's the crazy part. And here, because I have to defend cussing. I think I have to defend cussing. People get the perception that when you cuss, you don't have a vocabulary. I have a very, very, very vast and expansive vocabulary. It's just that shit damn motherfucker sounds so much better. It is so much the descriptiveness of the script, it just hit harder. You know, the word fuck is the only word in any language that can be used for anything. It can be a noun, it can be a verb, it can be a pronoun, it can be an adverb, it can be a conjunction, it can be an adjective. That's the only
Yes.
word. There is no other word in the history of words that can be used that way. So why wouldn't we use it? Why wouldn't we celebrate such a powerful word? Because it has to have a power.
Let me tell you why you can't always use those words. Because if you are like us, Kendra and I, you in the church all the time, shit, damn, and motherfucker are not acceptable words to use in the house of the Lord, right? So you
Well,
have
hold
to
on,
say other
hold on.
words that are equally the same as shit, that motherfucker. It's like, oh, bless your soul and all your parts. I know your to go up, but your door is not opening today. So this is a good time to shut up.
Yeah, and I
I'm gonna
think,
take.
but I was not around cursing. I just wasn't around it. Nobody in my family cursed. It was just not our, it just wasn't how we spoke. Nobody in my family cursed. My I tell my I remember my mother one time. My sister was like a teenager, and she just had a bad attitude. My little sister, and my mother stood in the door, and she was like, my little sister had like stormed out of the house kind of, and so my mom was like, "You're such a little," and then she like stopped, and she was shaking, and her hands were going, and she called her the B word. Me and Jackie about passed out. I was like, "Did Mama just cuss?" It was the first time I ever heard my mother curse. My sister was a teenager, and I've never heard her cuss since then.
This is
And
the
my
little sister you
grandfather,
tried to drown, Kendra.
huh?
This is the little sister you tried to drown in the tub.
It is. That's why I
I'm
tried to
just
drown her. I knew she could make my mama cuss.
Listen, Kendra, I remember the first time I heard my mama say ass. And she said, before she even said ass, she said, pardon my French, but his stupid ass need to go sit down.
That's it. We're gonna always say that. Excuse my language.
She would always say, pardon my French.
Pardon my French.
Let
My
me
name
explain.
was.
Lady V's mother is the life of the party. And she don't play. She turned right up instantly. She be cool 1 minute, and next boom, we ready. We ready. I love her. I love her.
My name was motherfucker before my name was Emmanuel. Coming out my mama mouth. I'm just telling the truth. Motherfucker, sit down. Motherfucker, bring your ass here. That's just how I grew up. I mean, like that's just how I grew up. My name was motherfucker before my name was ever Emmanuel coming out of my mama's mouth.
So you came out the room. You came out the womb throwed off. That's
Yeah, and then like we didn't have no filter. We weren't filtered as kids. So we was watching rated R movies and little kids, and cussing has just always been a natural part. The only person, like I said yesterday, the only two people I didn't cuss around was my mama and my granny. But every other adult I knew was I could talk about. I could say whatever. So I've been like that all my life. And then there actually is a real documentary on the history of cuss words. You need to watch it.
It is.
It's
No,
on,
I need to find it again.
yes, Nicolas
Yeah.
Cage doing the fool, but they actually really studying the history of curse words, and it's like really, really, really. It gives you some real knowledge.
The history of curse words actually contradicts something that E-Man said before, that other people think when you use curse words, your vocabulary skills are not elevated enough. So that's why you resort to those 4-letter words. Mm-hmm. And the study showed that people that use curse words actually have a better vocabulary but you make them so upset that they resort to using curse words so you can understand what they're saying. But curse words are not meaning that you are stupid. It just means that you know how to express yourself in the common everyday man language so everybody can understand how pissed off you really are. That's all it is.
So maybe I just need to get, when I get pissed off, I'm gonna just like.
And they actually did a study, and they say that when you're cursing, you get a better tolerance of pain while you're cursing. That's why every time you stub your toe, you immediately cuss, and the pain dissipates that fast. If you don't cuss and you stub your toe, that pain gonna hit you for a minute. But if you damn it, soon as you hit that toe, the pain dissipates that fast.
It's like when you're mad and you try to hold it in and it just fester. But if you would release it, you feel so much better, so much faster. So just release it. It's more space out there. Let that shit go.
Listen,
I'm gonna do it.
Pun intended.
I'm gonna do it one day. I'm just gonna come and I'm gonna cuss, and I'm just gonna, y'all just gonna see. I'm just gonna be like, it's just gonna come out. I mean, I can do it when I'm doing my food. I have no problem.
Don't be one of them people that don't know how to cuss right. Because some people, they don't know how to cuss right. They be like saying whatever and they drop an F-bomb. You like, where did that come from? Like, what is going on here? But like me,
that's right, probably.
Jai and V can attest, I will put some stuff together now. Mother shit, damn. Asshole.
No, you gotta say some things like this. It's like, man, let me tell you this story real quick, man. Like real talk. Bull motherfucking me shit, nigga. You know you motherfucking me lying.
Listen. We was in slam practice.
MF me lying.
Check this out. We was in slam practice one day, right? And Shane was doing a piece, and she kept saying the shit wrong, right? And she comes out of nowhere and goes, "Shit ass," and I was like,
"Shit ass."
I didn't get it. Hilarious, but I didn't get it.
It be like that sometimes. It be like that. I had a professor once that was like, I have no issues with y'all cussing because that's sometimes the best way to express yourself. And once she said that, I was like, shit, okay, cool. Like, after that, it was just like,
damn,
motherfucker. All the time. She would come to school. I'm not going to say her name, but she would come to class with her coffee and her alcohol, and she'd be in there mixing it up, sipping and teaching, yo. And
I love that teacher.
Shit, I loved her class. Shout out to her, yo.
What's up, yo?
I'm the best
person because
Illusion can put stuff together. I ain't never seen nobody cuss like her.
No, yeah, that's that dirty. She is different from the South and the dirty South.
Yeah, but you put stuff together like the don't even,
He's been teaching me that nice nasty shit she's talking about though. Because like she said, like, Jai, you know, sometimes we can be very blunt when we're from up top. We can just say what we feel. But down south, they be like, oh, she pretty. And no shit. Like, you just called her a whole bitch asshole. Like,
what? We would never say, oh, she pretty. If we look at a person and be like,
look, see?
Shoes.
Cute shoes.
Them some cute shoes.
Right.
We just hit you with the
That's what this is me.
Yes, I do that.
I would be always 1,000.
Makes you happy.
I would be always 1,000.
You got a face that only your mother could love. Your mother has got to love you.
Now, this how you do it.
That's in my poem.
I know y'all done seen this before. I know everybody done seen this before, especially fellas. I know y'all done seen this before. You walking down the street, you might not seen the face at first. You might seen the back area first, and you see the blessings in abundance back there. No, and then they turn around.
She got a butt
and it's, oh Lord, we can see. That's when that's a mismatched pair of socks. That's when you got a mismatched pair of socks. And it's some folks who just got mismatched pair of socks.
That a tip drill.
A mismatched pair of socks.
Yeah.
Everything look good, but a head.
But her face.
That's a tip drill. That's a tip. Listen, Nelly said it first.
But I just see
It must be her ass
we
'cause it ain't her face.
we got what we call scoring. We got what we call scoring. So when we start when we start roasting folks, when we start scoring on folks, like we just go in all day long and we pick you apart from everything. Your hair, we're gonna talk about your eyes, we're gonna talk about how your
how you spell that? Why?
Man, you know where I'm from.
Emmanuel got that whole
I like that though. I like it. I ain't mad. I just say
You gotta see Illusion's face when she get ready to cuss. When somebody do some shit she don't like, just look at her face and you know what's coming. When we be on Zooms and shit, when something happen, I be like, oh shit, here she go.
This motherfucker.
No, don't.
And don't let her have some drinks in her. Don't let her have some
I'm cussing everybody the fuck out. I don't give a fuck.
When you cussed everybody out on the birthday Zoom, I was done. I said, she cussed all of us out for no reason.
Nothing wasn't there. Some shit was about to pop off, and I saw that it was like messiness about to happen. So I was like, yo, look. If y'all ain't here for me and with, then it's over. So like
you was cussing all in out.
And instead of them just chilling out, I said, look, I told them, I said, listen, get the fuck out. I said, if you don't like what the fuck I'm saying, get the fuck out. And I said, and I meant what I said, like I told him.
Goddamn Rick. Goddamn Rick. Goddamn Rick.
Yo,
goddamn Rick.
This was like, I don't even know what the hell happened. I was fixing shirts. I don't even know what I was like for real. Because I was just like, yo, we're not talking about that shit right now. We're here for us. And if you're not here to celebrate, get the fuck out. I mean,
goddamn Rick.
I said,
I don't want to breathe.
Oh, yeah, they told me.
Breathe, you're going to die.
It's National Cuss Word Day.
Exactly. So it's like step 2. Y'all told me to step 2.
I said step 2. I don't want to step 2.
I said fuck a step 2.
Well, can't even believe that my pimp hand is stronger than you. That's step 2 right there. Came to believe that the power of my pimp hand is stronger than you.
Okay. All right. I have a question about it's about relationships, okay, per se. So let's say
here we go.
I want to know how important a title is when you're involved in a relationship. Let's say if you're with someone and you one of you might not want to be in a relationship, right? So it's like, you're chilling, you enjoy each other's company, you get along in all aspects of the word. But
are you humping?
If they want to.
Okay, I'm just making sure
you're getting all the dynamics. Yeah, I feel you, John.
Yeah. So how important is having the title?
To me, I don't give a shit about that. I don't need a title because if like what's understood don't need to be explained to nobody else except for us. That's why I'm just like I feel comfortable enough in that. As long as we know who we are, then I don't care about how anybody else perceives. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm gonna let me go.
Are we just cutty buddies behind doors, or are we actual like friends? Because that needs to be established.
No, what she's saying is like if we already got what we have established, I don't need the title. Like you don't have to call me your girlfriend, your boo. Like I don't need all of that. If
you want me to pay bills, you want me to take care of you, you want me to be your girlfriend behind doors and be your friend out in the streets, we need to figure out what this is. Because like you said, if you cutty buddies, then you just doing what you do. But don't be trying to hold me back if my heart want to go someplace else. Like, No, because that's how confusion steps in. Because you think you in a relationship, but you ain't want no damn title. And then when that person step away, it's like, well, why are you stepping away? That creates problems. I feel like I'm not saying what you saying. Y'all go ahead 1 second. I got somebody to do it for her.
So it's like, let me say this. So you're able to do so you're not just behind closed doors. It's like you may go and oh wait a minute. Shoot.
Because I understand, I know exactly what she's saying, and I understand exactly what she's saying. So it's like in the context of all of that, it's like if we establish that we friends, then we friends. You know what I'm saying? And it's cool. If we establish that we have a relationship, then then we cool like that. But I think that was like the whole point is like one person wants something and the other person don't.
So what?
It's like you're both on the same page in the beginning. Maybe at one point you're both on the same page, but then somebody start catching feelings or whatever. Yeah. So
right.
Then when it's time for a business meeting,
like completely stop talking to each other. Like we can't be friends.
Yeah, that's when it's time for that's when it's time for a business reevaluation meeting.
Right.
When the dynamics started changing. Cause me personally, it's only like maybe it's only 2 titles that's permanent. And it's only 2 titles are permanent, and it's Mr. and Mrs. They're the only 2 titles that's permanent. Okay, with that part out the way, all the other titles are interchangeable. Main bitch, bottom bitch, side chick, side. No, listen what I'm saying. Y'all got to go off. I'm going off my own experience. I ain't trying to be disrespectful to nobody, but I'm just talking about all these titles right here are interchangeable. Main bitch, bottom bitch, side nigga, girlfriend, fiance, boo, bussy baby. All this stuff, man, all that stuff interchangeable. So since all them titles right there are interchangeable and they can always change at any level at any given time, fuck all them. Them is between y'all. Them is between y'all.
Until you get married, you are single. Period.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
I don't care what you call me.
Fiance is an interchangeable title.
At any moment, I want to step out. That title don't mean anything.
Right.
That's why I say even fiance is an interchangeable title. So
it is
only 2. It's only 2. So them titles really on the cool. All them other titles are really between just y'all because they are so interchangeable. That's just like if you want the people that get into a relationship, or maybe 2 or 3 of them a year. So every other family gathering of the year, it's a new. Oh, this my new man, or this my new gal, and then you wonder why your folks don't take now and then the next motherfucker seriously because they know that if it be another motherfucker next spot, the next time.
Remember their name.
Yeah.
That's
So
what my family say. So that's why I don't bring nobody home.
I mean, but that's all the way. That's all the way real though.
You gotta be like, this the one that's gonna be here for maybe 2 more months.
Yes.
I mean, so
I think that's why. I think people are so hungry for a title that they jump into relationships.
Man, them titles, all them titles are between y'all. They should. Them titles should never be public because they're not permanent.
But the thing is, having the title is a societal thing. We always have a need to label everything, put it in a box. It's got to be neatly, like you got cubicles and everything has to fit in this perfect little thing for society. You know what I'm saying? Look, my shit's messy. I don't give a fuck about society. I don't want to fit in nobody's box. Don't put me in your box because I'm never gonna conform. I don't in relationships. I don't do anything like my shit be like, yeah, I'm the black sheep of the relationship, okay? Because I don't do shit. No way that people would, say. They would be like, oh, that's messy. No, it's not messy. This is just the way that I choose to do things. So I just think that it's just a societal thing that we just choose to want to be, we want to be known. We want to be seen. It's like, oh, see me. Look at me. I got him. I got her. See me. We here.
I don't think it's about being seen, though. I think it's more about being acknowledged and respected, because a lot of times people who don't know that you have that situation will step and not respect the situation, because some people just plain don't care. They'll know you're in a relationship and still be disrespectful. But when you
I was guilty of that.
when you're talking about
that goes back to the person, though, right?
you want a particular level in someone's life. You want to be represented or held to a certain count, like a certain space in someone's life, but you don't want to give them a title in your own life. That could be problematic. For me, I can't speak for nobody else, but for me, if you want me to be wifey or woman, whatever, your ace, whatever, or someone that you see potential with as a future wife, like you need to tell me and show me. Because if we sitting here doing all this stuff, but your life everywhere else is like you're single, I'm gonna have a problem with that. Anybody know me know that. I'm gonna have a problem with that because that don't make no sense. I'm ripping, running, doing for you. I'm the first person you call in the midnight hour, and then when it comes down to it, you can't even be like, "Hey, that's me right there." Nah, fuck that. Anybody know me know I say that. Fuck that.
So do you? How long does it
take? Because too many motherfuckers out here can get that whatever cuddy buddy shit. Like if you cuddy buddy, you cuddy buddy, whatever. But somebody that holds value in my life, I ain't gotta spread it to the world, but it should be visible. You should know without me saying, "Oh, that's her right there." You know what I'm saying? Like it should be obvious, even if you don't speak it directly, that this person is with that person. And case in point, Ja and his lady, I knew Ja had his lady years before Ja and his lady made things known to the world. You know what I'm saying? Different friends and people like that, you know, because you see how they move. It's a certain respect level you have for people, period.
But you can have that respect outside of having a title, right?
You can have that respect outside of a title, yes. But I'm saying if you want me to act and be your girlfriend without girlfriend privilege, like title no. That's like being with no shade to anybody that's like this. That's like being in a committed relationship for 15, 20, 30, 40 years, but your ass can't even go get a checkup under their insurance because your ass ain't married. Like, no, that's ridiculous. Or when that person died, you can't even handle that person's paperwork because you're not connected to that person. They gonna look at you and say, "Oh, we need next of kin." You've been with that motherfucker 30, 40, 50 something years. And you can't even go put that nigga in the ground.
That's legal.
Legal stuff. You get what I'm saying? Like it's no shade because I know some people it works for them. Mm-hmm. If it works for you, God bless you, great. But my thing is, like, there's things that I want to accomplish in my life that, like, I need to make sure I don't need, like, my brother having to come down to make sure I'm buried right. You know what I'm saying? Or my homegirl who know me, shout out to me. You know what I'm saying? To make sure I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I need for it to be straight. Connected.
So how important is it for you to be friends with the person that you are interested in?
I gotta be their friend because if I don't like your ass, I ain't gonna want to be with you.
So in that case, so you expect the title? So since you expect the title after what point? Like what point do you say
conversation is had? You have to have conversation. You can't just assume shit because when you assume shit, you put yourself in situations that you find yourself getting hurt because you're assuming you're in a level in somebody's life that you're not, and that's on friendship. That's on anything because there's plenty of times I call people my sister and they turn around and do some foul, dirty shit. So I feel like if you know where someone is and you can talk with that person or whoever that person is in your life, then it's cool. But if you don't have that conversation, you can't just assume we together.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Can I have a moment of transparency? My wife might kill me for talking about this. I'm sorry in advance, baby. But if we talking about relationship stuff, I might well. I can't talk to y'all about it. Not be always 1,000 about it because. Remember, I want everybody to remember this. At one time in my life, I was raised by pimps and ended up having pimping as an occupation at one time in my life. And because of that, I've always been taught that game is not lying. Game is telling them the truth. And getting them to accept it either way, however it is. That's what I'm about. So when it came to, and I got two biological daughters. I got two daughters that come from me, and my daughters are 8 days apart. 8 days. And the only reason why both of my baby mamas was cool the day that they met each other, when my youngest daughter was being born and my oldest daughter mama was leaving the hospital, the reason why they became cool is because, number one, I never told either one of them that I was fucking with them. And they knew this. Like, I had no relationship with either one of them. And they knew that. I didn't lie about that. So that's why they didn't have no animosity toward each other, number one. And number two, I never gave nobody no kind of title. The only titles that I was giving out back then, you either my main bitch or you my bottom bitch at the time. That's it. I'm just being honest, y'all. That's all. Them the only titles I had. If you were my main, that's only because right now we are making the most money together. Mm-hmm. If you are my bottom, that's because right now you are the one I got at the side right now at the most time. You the one who doing the most dirt with me. We ain't necessarily making the most money. We ain't necessarily making the most money together, but we are doing the most dirt together.
So is the bottom the bottom the top
today? Bottom bitches, main bitches.
I have to get my lingo together because it sounds like the bottom one was.
Your bottom, that's the one that's down. She really down all the
way down. We doing the most dirt. Your bottom don't necessarily. Your bottom don't necessarily mean y'all making the most. She makes you the most money because she not but she does y'all do the most dirt. And so that's the only titles I ever had. So like when me and my wife, when we first started chopping it up, you
man, don't get whooped because we ain't.
No. She knew I was doing my things. I'm still in Dallas, and my wife was out here, so we had a grown folks understanding on it. But it wasn't until we had been chopping it up for like 6-7 months or whatever that I told my wife, you know what? I think I like it. Because I did that just wasn't my thing. I mean it really wasn't. It just wasn't my thing. And I told my wife, you know, I think I like you. And it went from there. It went from there. Them titles, like I say, them titles, that's got to be a personal thing. Because everybody didn't know who was my main bitch or my bottom bitch. Didn't nobody know who was my main bitch. Only way you can know who was my main bitch at the time, you had to come at me to approach me and tell me that you wanted my bitch. That's it. That was the only way you would know who was the main. The only way you would know who was my main. Only way you can know who was my main bitch, you had to actually approach me to get my bitch. That was the only way you would ever find out.
Gotcha. Okay.
The only way you would know who my bottom bitch, you had to see her at least 2 times.
I'm keeping a buck. My thing was this, like for me, when I wanted to really be, you know, running chicks and being with mad chicks all the time, I don't lie very well. So when I lie, I don't get nowhere. That shit don't work for me. That's not one of the things that work for me. Lying don't get me nowhere. Mm-hmm. So I mean, just being like, look, this is my situation. What you want to do? When I realized that shit worked at a young age, bro, I was good. Look, okay, here's the deal. This is where I'm at.
Honest to open is key, man. You're saying the words, yo.
I think when you give people the chance to really see what your world is and just keep it a buck with them, they really be like, you know what? The fact that you're able to tell me that's how it is, I want to see what this is about. Mm-hmm. So for me, the title never really mattered to me. Mm-hmm. And I think relationships that, what are we? What you call me? What, you know, I think when it gets to that point, there's something else that need to be discussed. It's not really the title. I think it's other shit. Because you know when somebody belongs to you and when somebody's like, you know, they just here on Thursday nights. Sometimes Saturday is good, maybe Sunday morning. I mean, like, you know that shit. Right. It's not as. So I don't know if titles is a thing for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's because it's like when you're giving somebody a choice. You know what I'm saying? Like if you tell me look, you know what I'm saying? I got this person that I'm kicking it with, you know what I'm saying? But I like you. You know what I'm saying? Like, here's your choice. You got it. So either you're gonna take it or you're gonna be like, nah, I'm good on it. Or you're gonna be like, okay, and you walk into it. But you know what I'm saying? That's always giving somebody a choice. It's like if you take my choice away, that's when I'm pissed off. Like if I'm in a situation and you don't tell me what's happening and you take my choice away, then I don't like it because I'm like, I need to be able to make my own decision. If I'm
not only that,
I'm
when
good.
you don't
I respect that. I definitely respect that. Yep.
Yeah, like don't force me into some shit that I don't want to be in.
Because when you don't
exactly what I'm saying. When I was saying that earlier, that's what I meant. Like,
yeah,
don't force me into a space that I
got to cut
in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mind doing for anybody. Anybody knows me knows that. But don't just assume anything. But for me, I'm the same way. Like, I don't want to assume you're my person when you're not. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to feel like I can only move X, Y, and Z because of how you're feeling about something. And you don't want to have those sometimes hard conversations with people. And then when you step into like, and I don't know if who's into whatever, but like when you step into a poly life, it gets even greater because now you're dealing with multiple people and having these same situations and whatnot. To me, conversation and honesty keeps everything on the forefront. You don't have any pop up moment. And like John said, my memory ain't good enough for me to lie. So
yeah. And I think in the Black community especially, it happens, right? Like people have these feelings and emotions, talking or whatever, but especially in the Black community, I think that's something that, especially the Black woman, we're not supposed to say we don't want to be in a relationship. Because when we do, it's almost like it's I don't know. It's like men don't get it. It's like, what do you mean you don't want to be in a relationship? What like I'm doing it's like I'm
gonna say two things.
Don't you know your body?
I'm gonna say two things that I think everybody needs to understand.
Go ahead,
he was saying something too, V, and I think, yeah.
Okay, let's go.
This is what y'all need to understand.
Let's go.
When you
no, let V go.
Go ahead, V.
Okay, V, go ahead.
You don't took your mask off.
I was there giving you the look too. I was about to be like, shut your ass up. Now, what I was about to say was the whole assumptions thing. I don't like to make assumptions because if I make assumptions, then I'm gonna lead myself down a rabbit hole and I'm gonna want to kill you. That's just that. About what Kendra said about when we say when we don't want to be in a relationship with people, like they really do side eye us. Like, you don't want to be in a relationship? Yeah, not with you. It's like other people don't know what no means, especially when it comes from a woman. Like, I don't get that. It's like you ain't learned no in high school, in elementary school, in middle school. You don't know what no means, and it's like we can't speak our mind because we could end up getting killed. I've had too many moments where men would be like, oh, I want to talk to you, and I'll just keep walking. Oh, bitch this, bitch that. Okay, that's cool. I had people follow me home, like almost home, because I said no. So it's just like when we don't want to be in a relationship and when we want to focus on us, it's like what? It's like a foreign thing. Like we are alien or some shit. That shit is, I don't like that.
Because we're not like, society says that a woman is supposed to, go to school, get married, have babies. Like our whole entire existence is supposed to be focusing on finding a man, getting married, and having children, and that is where we're at. And it's so funny that people said that. Like one day, my mom was here, and my daughter was. It was for my birthday, as a matter of fact, and she was playing a joke on my mom, and she was like, "My mama getting married." So I started laughing because she was like, oh, who's she getting married to or whatever. So my daughter was like, oh, I'm just playing. So then my mom tells her, she was like, well, she said, well, maybe you'll find somebody that you gonna get married to. And I told her, I said, no, let me tell you what you're gonna do. Okay, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go find yourself in this world. You're gonna travel, you're gonna do everything that you want to do with yourself. Then you can worry about a man, and then you can worry about somebody's baby. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like that thing that is set upon us that says we have this is the road that we have to take. We don't have to. You know, that was back in the day when women weren't allowed to do shit on their own. We are allowed now to be able to do it. And I hate that I even have to say we're allowed. You know,
yeah, right.
But we now became free to do things. Like it wasn't until the 70s, I think it was like the 70s, 60s, 70s, where a woman could actually walk into the bank and have her own bank account. We're not even far removed from that. So, you know, like for us to keep on pushing this idea that our children should, you know, follow this thing, get married, have babies, I just think it's so antiquated, and we need to change that whole narrative and just really, you know, let women know it's okay. And that is scary what he said, because I watched this video of this woman who said, oh, and the dude punched her like he was beating her up. And they had people around that like they were beating her up. And I was like, because she said no, he didn't want your number. Or she told him no, she didn't want him to buy her something in the store. That was in New York.
Yeah, they went in on
it. Sometimes people get offended by that. Like I tend to like be very cautious when it comes to people and their reasoning for like wanting to do stuff. Like I've been in a situation where because I turned someone down that typically gets whoever they want, wherever they want across this world, I ended up being assaulted by it because of it. And it's like, damn, like that shit pissed me the fuck off, because I'm like, how fucking dare you? Because I told you no and you felt like, nah, if I want you, I can have you. He literally said that shit.
Wow. So it's more like an ownership thing.
Like, yo, that's crazy. People like that, they scare the fuck out of me, because it's like you're capable of doing anything, literally anything. Why would anyone want to be in a relationship with somebody like that? That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. But I want to say one thing, because I saw it up there and I wanted to touch base. Somebody said something about, I think it was Marissa, about something in the poetry community. The thing about poetry community is everybody knows everybody in some degree, right? And your business is probably 9 times not just your business, because somebody's writing a poem, a haiku, a sonnet, or some shit about your life or the life that you once had. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be real open-minded to dating someone in the poetry community, especially if it's someone who frequents a lot of different people in the poetry community, because your name is going to get tied in, or you're going to have a kid with somebody who got a kid with 4 other, 6 other, 10 other women. Like, it happens. It happens. Like, you can't have no soft shell for something like that. As far as having a title, I think in those type of situations, when you're running in the same circle, it may be better to operate, like separate your personal from business, because to me poetry is business. So separate the two so that it's not a confusion. I dated a person for 2 years and most people didn't know I was with that motherfucker until we broke up. And they was like, yeah, I was together. And I was like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, there's levels to it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I'm going to say this.
I'm listening to my voice for a second.
Entering that poetry world and having relationships, it's been messy since I've heard about it. I've not dated poets, and I'm not planning on. That's not going to work for me. It's messy. But I will say this. I think people have a tendency of wanting to, we have to have another conversation about Black women in relationships. We got to come back for that, because it's a lot that needs to be said about that. Mm-hmm. But I think a lot of people look for validation because of what their past has been. And a lot of times, people who are predators, abusers, all those people have gone through that or something that triggered that in them. Nobody is born that way. And I'm not giving them a pass, but it's the reality. If you go back into their past and you research what they've gone through, they have been abused or grew up in that environment, and that's acceptable because that's all that they know. So nobody wakes up and says, okay, I'm going to get a woman and I'm going to punch her on her damn head and kill her. Well, you don't wake up that way. Something has to happen that you think that function that way is okay. Now, it might be regular, but it's not normal. And that's what we need to get away from. The difference between what's regularly seen and what's actually normal. It's not normal for any man or woman to be abusive. Not a normal thing. It's just regular because that's how society is. But we definitely have to do a talk about Black women in relationships and their status in society. Listen, I'm willing to go off at 11 and come back on and have that today. That is a major subject that we need to talk about. There's a lot in that. Black women don't even know how. It's because of the Black woman that the women's movement actually moved forward, and it never had anything to do with the Black woman in the first place.
Right.
And so some of the privileges that other people that are not have is built on Black women livelihood, and Black women don't even get to live within that. But y'all push so much in this world that everybody else is reaping the benefit from, and y'all don't even have a clue. And so relationships and have the ability to say, well, I don't want a relationship. I just want to have friends. You're not allowed to do that without being called a name because society says that. Where did that come from? I mean, that way back. That is not a new thing. That was a systematic thing that was put in.
Yeah.
There's non-Black women do that shit all the time.
Right. And I think too, along with what you're saying, it's not only it's put on us by society, and then we're taught it in church, and then it's like no matter where we go, it's these same things that are being put on us. It's like we have a box that we're supposed to fit in, and it's when you step outside of it, it's just kind of like, oh, like what's going on with you? Like, what do you mean you don't want? So we have to be able to know enough, and I think somebody put up there earlier. Your own worth, and you know what you want, and you stand in it, no matter what society or anybody else is telling you. And you will have some people who won't want to be in relationship with you because they can't handle it, and that's okay. You have to be able to take the ones who can handle it with that, and the ones who can't. Okay, fine. But I don't. Yeah, like with me now, and because of the situation I'm in, what I'm going through, like I'm not looking for a relationship. Like I don't want to be. I can't give myself to anybody because I have to work on me. I have to get myself. And when I'm with someone, like if I'm going out or hanging out or whatever, be cool. You know what I'm saying? Like I can hang out. It's not an issue. But I'm not. Yeah, you can't like force somebody into a relationship.
I think that's the problem. We're not taught to focus on us. We're always taught to focus on other people. We're always taught to take care of other people. We're always taught to do things for other people. And that's why a lot of us so fucked up, because we don't know how to take care of ourselves. And then when we're given the opportunity, we're like, what the fuck is this? And it's just like, yo, take care of you, focus on you. It's always, take care of your husband, take care of your kids, take care of your mother, take care of your sister, your brother. Like, what about me?
Yeah. We don't even learn self-care if we learn self-care till later on in life. I have friends or associates that I'm like, yo, when's the last time you did something for you? They're like, I don't. I'm like, well, make time. I don't have time. Like, we are literally conditioned to see that we don't even have time for ourselves. Like, that's wild to me. Even in my own life, like, it took me forever to just take a vacation from what I've been doing with my mom this whole time. And I've been a caregiver to my mom since 2009. You know what I'm saying? From 2017, that was the last time I took a vacation before earlier this month or last month. You know what I'm saying? Like, why did it take me so long to have a moment of peace with self? Because I'm so concerned with everybody else being okay. And we'll burn ourselves out and still keep going. Like, that's okay. Oh, you a strong woman. No, I'm tired.
Exactly.
No,
it's the difference. I'm tired.
It's that part right there. It's that part right there. I'm tired. But you're strong. But I'm tired. But you're strong. You got this. No, I'm tired. So when I'm 6 feet underground, you want to cry for me, saying that I shouldn't have worked so hard. I should never did this. I should never did that. But yeah, I'm a strong woman, right? 6 feet under. Okay. One from me later.
It's to the point where your body starts to shut down. Like, physically, your body starts. Why do you think there's so much fucking ovarian cancer, breast cancer, all kind of cancers attacking women? Because we sit here holding on everybody's traumas and this and that and doing.
And all that stressing and all of this other stuff. I was in this group on Facebook before I left it, and it's a bunch of women, and so they were, I guess, prioritizing like who comes first and da 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 da. And I was the only person that I said I come first. Fuck my kids, and like, and not like that way, but I was like, I'm come first. And so they were jumping on me, and I was like, listen, if I'm not good, how are you gonna be good? Like,
That's right.
I can't take that in first. I got to take care of me. And there's no way in the world that I'm I love my children to life, but I can't if
right.
I'm okay. Eventually, and I'm looking this like, look, y'all, I feel like I want to run away. I'm honest. Like, I don't lie to them. I don't bullshit nothing. I'm like, look, I feel like I'm about to run away and leave this motherfucker. Leave me alone. Give me some space.
Yeah.
Understand that. And I don't want them to sit there in a place where they got to feel like, where they like, oh, she okay. Let me do this. Let me ask for this. Let me, continue. Let me keep attacking. Like this foreign body that just keep attacking. And then I'm going to blow up. Which I want us to do. Blow up, because that's when these women have babies, and you know what I'm saying. And I think, contrary to what folks say, postpartum lasts a certain amount of time. I think that's bullshit. I think that once you have a child, we postpartum, like it's still in there somewhere, and we still deal with some effect of postpartum depression, because
it's like your period.
Yeah, I'm like, it doesn't go away. So like sometimes those are things that are triggered. If you got 6 kids and everybody hollering for something, and it's like all you want is to just be, have this moment of quiet, and nobody wants to give it to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is why people do go off the deep end, because they were not taught that you come before anybody in your household. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, if any man that I deal with, you got to understand, baby, it's all about me, okay?
Yes.
It's about me. And I need you to get on board with all about me. Yeah. And then you can figure out everybody else.
Marissa got jokes.
Lady, yeah, because she's Lady V, you muted. You muted.
Yeah.
Unmute yourself, V.
Yeah.
Where's she at? I'll unmute her.
There she goes.
There she goes. Now
she goes.
Now going back and forth. Unmute yourself, V.
She's still muted.
V, unmute yourself.
Our time's about to end.
I know.
She's still muted.
I did it. I was unmuted, and then he hit the button, and then it muted me back. So I was having that conversation the other day, right? And I told somebody, I'm like, it was like, why didn't you marry them, right? And I said, when I think about my life, right? The person that I married, my life will not look the same with them in it. If my life doesn't look better than what it is now, I'm not going to marry you. Point blank, period. And it's like, well, what does that mean? You should marry out for love. Fuck love, right? Love is there. Love comes and goes. If we can't mutually better each other's life, what's the point of us being together? I'm not about to struggle with somebody else.
You better preach.
Amen, saint.
That's right.
Who got the offering plate? Who got the offering plate?
Right.
Look,
It's full of earrings right now, but there you go.
Listen, I gotta end, right? Here's what I would love to do. I want to come up and have this conversation. If y'all got time, I want to come back and have this conversation. I have to get off of one network because another show starts right after. But I would love to continue the conversation. So let me close this out, and then we'll start it right back. I'll send y'all another link.
Live your best life, women.
I want to have this conversation. Let me go.
Do a few more minutes, a little bit longer.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Oh my gosh, I had no idea. Here's where we're going. Here's where we at. Come right back because we're about to put it down. I want these sisters to have a platform to say what they need to say. We can help address some things. Let's talk about some things. Let's get our community right by just talking about what we need to have, right? If women are together on the same page, that is one of the strongest bonds this world will ever see. And I can get 4 of them together, I want to have 4 of them together. So y'all tune in. We'll be right back in a few. Hold tight. I love y'all. Be good and be blessed. And we'll see y'all just